Blog Talk Radio.
Always look up, never give up, and you will reach your goals. You're important, you're more than enough. And here she is, your host for Rolling with the Diva, Sabrina Williams. I apologize for being late. I am trying to keep my memory with doing the show, so I apologize for those people that were waiting. Today's show topic is the Pope Infallible, Human Reactions and. I just put that. You know, people are human. And when I read the story about the Pope, I was intrigued because the question was the Pope wrong for slapping the woman's hand away? Because she grabbed him and caught him, and then he went off balance. So tonight we're going to talk about it. I think we need to remember people are human, even pastors, popes, and those in the positions of authority at church. The dictionary definition of infallible is in the Roman Catholic Church credited with papal infallibility, meaning that the Pope is not, that he can do no wrong. Well, there's only one person who came to earth to meet us for our needs, and that's Jesus Christ. God came down in the form of his son, Jesus Christ, to meet our needs and leads us with the Holy Spirit. So with that being said, I think we sometimes forget for people who are even, those are my dogs in the background, they decide to eat when I'm on the radio. So I just think that people just need to remember that God is the only one who's infallible. And even when God was touched by the woman, he turned around. He wasn't upset. He just turned around and said, "Who touched me?" And his disciples said, "What are you talking about? All of us around you." And I'll read that when we come back. But I just want you guys to know that we have to recognize that sometimes when people let us down or things happen, that people are human. They're not perfect. We're not perfect. And we have to give people some kind of grace. We're going to play another song, and then we'll come back to that. I just wanted to start off with that.
Hey, this is Sylvie, host of the Queen Sylvie Show on the Fishbowl Radio Network. Check out the show every Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can hear me keep it real about everything while making a difference promoting comedy and other artistic talents from the Dallas-Fort Worth area and around the world. Don't miss the Queen Sylvie Show. Ahala.
On FishbowlRadioNetwork.com. Jump in.
Lord, the way you embrace me. Lord, the way you love me.
Daddy, I love you.
Your loving kindness.
It feels so good, God. So good, so good. Cause I know that. It feels so good, God. So good, so good. Cause I know that. You love me through my struggle and through the pain, even through my ungratefulness. Unconditional love you bring. There is no greater. 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 There is no greater love than a man who would lay down his life for a friend like me. His father, he cried, hung his head and died. So you and I can live. There's no way we can repay him. No, that's why we have to pay. All the victories, responsibilities, stay tight, no. There's a man who will lay down his life for me. Gave me joy, gave me hope, and gave me peace, yeah. There's no good love. Ladies, come on! Woo! My life has never. Father God, I thank you. I love you. Brothers, come on, help us sisters out there, Lord. My life has never. Father God, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah. I'm gonna take a shot at this thing now. There's no way I can repay Jesus. You died for the cost of the Father to receive us. In life, we may fall down, but if we get back up, you will be there to retrieve us. Wow. That's unconditional love. unconditional love. Stop the giving love. That's all your grudge. Let the love be sweet like fudge.
All right, we're back with Rolling with the Diva, and today's show was the infallibility in humans, and was the Pope wrong for slapping the woman's hand away? No, from the way I read the article, it looked like she was making him. It actually said she was pulling him forward and almost made him fall. So I don't think that he was wrong. I don't think he was wrong in his reaction. Some people say he was. Some people, we weren't there, so we don't know. But that just brings us to the topic of, are we allowing other people to be human? Are we allowing our pastors? And let's just tonight make it about our pastors, because sometimes we look up to our pastors, preachers, and they're human, and we actually don't want to see them as human. And when they make mistakes, they fall big, and sometimes we want to get on them. So we need to remember the love verses in the Bible that talks about love unconditionally for other people. And this is the one that is one of my favorite verses, 1 Corinthians 13, 4-5. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. So, and here's another one. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on your tablet. Write them on the tablet of your heart. So, do you have unconditional love for your pastor, for your preacher, or somebody there? Do you? All right. Well, we're going to answer that question now. So let's talk about it. I'm trying to bring up the article. Pope Francis, that's his name, Pope Francis. What are we talking about today? About being human. And I think this is important because sometimes when people let us down, especially pastors and stuff, we want to be upset with them, but we have to look at the circumstances. Who's holding them up? We hope God would be. We also not hope. We know God is, but they're human. Who is helping them? And we need to, I don't know, not be so hard on them about that. Bunny, stop. So here's one that I found that I like, and it's this one. Been hurt by a pastor? In fact, most painful experiences have come from individuals who should have been spiritual shepherds. I've counseled with enough people to know that I'm far from alone in this scenario. Thankfully, I'm a preacher's kid with a father who's the real deal. He believes what he preaches and lives it too. And that's one thing we should remember. Pastors, just because they take that oath, policemen, everybody, doesn't mean they're not going to fall. They're not going to have their moments. Let me be clear. I'm not talking about petty grievances that you don't shake a hand or hair at. I'm talking about a legitimate situation where a pastor or a minister was blatantly, perhaps even chronically hurtful, sinful, or harmful. I'm talking about leadership differences, style clashes, or minor judgments. I'm comfortable receiving rebuke and correction from the spiritual leader. And this is from Apologetic Voice. I'm not advocating sticking your head in the sand. Seek godly counsel, deal with the problem. Keep a good spirit, put in the past, and keep it as Paul said, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark of the prize of God. Have you been hurt, disenchanted, disappointed, or even harmed by a spiritual leader? If so, you're in good company. Jesus was crucified because of the influence of religious leaders. And yet it was Jesus who admonished us to forgive and move on. And I know that people have been hurt not just by pastors, but by different molestation, sex trafficking, rape, domestic abuse, parents leaving you. But you know what? You have to understand, people are human. Nobody is infallible. The only one that is Jesus Christ. So tonight is just about playing songs and just reminding me that nobody's perfect except for God. Look to Him And I was reading a question out of this book, a calendar that says, what friend has had the most influence on you? If I were to think of a human friend, I would say that my friend Marcia James. She lives in Los Angeles. I've known her for over 20-some years. She's had the most influence on me as a friend, and she has a good positive influence. I've had friends that have negative influences, and then I get upset because they let me down. Gotta let people be human. That's where I'm going with this. But the bottom line, the number one friend that's in my life right now is Jesus Christ. Because without Jesus, a relationship with him, I would be nowhere. I'm going to play a song, and we'll be right back.
Flashing lights in a backyard table, torn jeans and a quarter-inch cable. We point our speakers to the moon. Blankets that we're laying on rooftops, taking shots in the parking lot. We'll fly away like air balloons. I'm feeling high, getting low, moving upward, dancing slow. When it goes down, we gotta believe we're living the moment and loving the feeling. We'll fly away like air balloons. 'Cause when it goes down, when it goes down, when it goes down, we gotta believe we're living the moment and love what we're giving. We'll fly away like air balloons. When it goes down, when it goes down, when it goes down. For a small town turn up, decked out like an 80s dance club. Here's to us, all bottles up. 2 a.m. and we're never going home, 'cause right now is the only place we're ever gonna know. Ever gonna know. I'm feeling high, getting low, moving upward, dancing slow. When it goes down, we gotta believe we're living the moment and loving the feeling. We'll fly away like air balloons. 'Cause when it goes down, when it goes down, when it goes down, we gotta believe we're living the moment and love what we're giving. We'll fly away like air balloons. When it goes down, when it goes down, when it goes down.
All right, we're back with Rolling with the Diva. Okay, it was a SWAT seen around the world, drawing responses from folks on social media, both defending and deploring Pope Francis' reaction to an unexpected jerk on his New Year's Eve. After cheerfully greeting a long line of well-wishers on his way to the nativity scene in St. Peter's Square, the Pope had been suddenly grabbed by an overeager pilgrim who yanked him closer to her as she appeared to step away. as he appeared to step away. The Pope, after attempting to pull himself free, slapped at her hand before Vatican security could intervene. Here's how the Vatican's official news service described the incident. Excuse me. As he greeted the faithful, a woman tugged his arm, causing a shooting pain, to which a Pope reacted with an impatient gesture to free himself from her grip. Pope Francis went off the script the next day during the midday Angelus prayer to acknowledge his love makes us patient, he said, adding after briefly choking up, we often lose our patience. Me, too, and I apologize for my bad example last night. Perhaps predictably, Catholics who have come to view Pope Francis as a threat to the clarity of the church teaching could only see the worst in the Pope's anger reaction to the grasping pilgrim. What do you guys think? I think the man's human. He showed that by apologizing. But if somebody's grabbing you don't know where it comes from, I'm going to tell you, it ain't Jesus. You might get it. I don't know. I don't think he was that violent, but they're making more out of it than they need to. And it's America Jesuit Review. You can find that on americamagazine.org. All right. So we're going to end with one more song. Just like I said, tonight was peace and chill. I'm a little sort of kind of misconvoluted. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be human. I did an article about my family. It finally came to fruition. Though it was written by somebody else, but I gave the interview, and I finally posted it. Well, I'm starting to post this into my family. I know there's going to be a lot of different reactions. I was sort of kind of weirded out because this one person that I never even talked to, I never even hear from when I did a radio interview. This person is so self-egotistical. And then he wrote me in messengers that this was brought to my attention, like, are you my father or something? I was like, yeah, what about it? I didn't say what about it. I just said, yeah, I did that. And he just like, oh, then he just went on to, and then I something asked me, did you just write me about the article? He says, and then he said, oh, yeah, putting articles aside, how are you? And I said, I'm fine. But it's just, people and their selfishness, because this is how selfish he was. That's what would take me back, was that he just said that, you have to hear all the new things I'm doing about my career. It's just, it's sad. People just care about themselves. Should I have feelings about this? Yes. Should I be nervous? Yes. I'm nervous about what my family's going to say, my blood family, yeah. But, as far as my siblings, not me, it's Serena. But it is what it is. So I'm admitting I'm human. I was off kilter a little bit, and I just started sending those to the people I care about, and then I'll post it, and it is what it is. And some of the things were sort of kind of not right, but that's what happens when articles come out. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Tuesday, don't forget 211 in any area. You can call for domestic violence shelter for women. I don't know too many for men, for housing, for low-income counseling, from non-compensatory to a fee to minimal fee. If you don't want to go through your employer assistance program, or maybe a lot of you guys don't know you have an employer assistance program, and that might be a safeguard for you when you're going through a lot of heartache at work and you need sort of kind of a mediator there. They actually can help you with housing. There's so many different things they can help you with. Food banks, give them a call. You guys have a good night, and we will talk to you soon. We're going to go out with a song. And sorry, tonight's was just a little off, but we're talking about humans and reactions. Why not? I was honest.
Yeah. Our presence is traumatizing to a lot of you mofos. Yeah. They ain't ready though. The legends raised me. Call me trauma, but believe you got problems.